Right, I guess this is it. This is where we really get stuck in. So we've got it up on the 2 ramps this side just because this is the first side we're going to tackle. It is actually the better of both sides. So whatever we see here, it's worse on the other side. And already it's looking pretty ropey. So what I thought was a small hole here, sorry, this is the corrosion assessment tool. What I thought was a small hole here, it is quite a bit bigger than I thought. Front of here is pretty manky. This metal, this outer sill, is just, it's not going to take much taking that sill off. Up on this top higher bit is fine, but I suppose this is just where all the damp sits. But the metal is just, well, you can peel it off with your finger really. So yeah, got to break a few eggs to make an omelette, so they say. So yeah, let's get cracking. First thing we're going to do though is we're going to go inside. As you can see, it's bent up from where it's been jacked before. We'll just straighten that up before we start cutting panels out or anything. Oh, look, another hole there. Right, so as I explained, before we go too mad cutting out the outside, I'm just going to beat this floor flat again, just so it's in shape, and then we'll cut it out, and then we weld new metal back in. We're not fighting with having a floor that's uneven. Deadening out now, up to sort of a third of the floor pan. I reckon I'll be welding to about here, so just want to make sure we don't get anything burning in there. The back end looks pretty solid, but this is on the inside, so the outside I think is much worse. And at the front here, this is a gaping great big hole here. That's quite a big hole there. The rest of it looks all right. There was a bit of surface corrosion here. I've just gone over it with a wire wheel, but it is just surface corrosion. It's where water's got wet inside and it's just puddled in the corner. So I think I'll probably get away with just some cure rust on that. Next up, let's start getting the outer sill off, I guess. Right guys, I think that's all for this episode. So we've got the sill out, or off should I say. It wasn't very difficult to get off because basically it was corroded all down the bottom here. So once I slit through the top, it almost just fell off. Quite surprising actually how weakly held on the sill is. So there only seemed to be probably 3 spot welds between each flute, which is quite surprising. If I turn it over, look on the inside, yeah, nothing to tell. There's wax oil here. This is a wax here. This bit's waxed, but obviously down at the bottom here where the water collects, it's no good. What was quite surprising was just how this metal had deteriorated. So, I mean, it was like just crumbled away. So these are the bits we cut out the inner sill. Now, when I first looked, there was just a small hole in the inner sill, and I was expecting to do a patch maybe about half that size. So that's ended up being double the size. That's the inside. Another small patch under the cross member. And then, well, that turned that into one big hole. But basically 4 patches. I'm not amazingly pleased by that. Hopefully the other side isn't worse than that, but it did look worse. I don't particularly like patching stuff, but I don't think it's that bad to the point I need to replace like the floor pans and inner sills. The rest of the car, or the rest of the sill, looks pretty good. So this is just looking down now. I've just put cure rust on it for the time being. So the sill slinger bracket is still intact at the front. Jacking point's intact, and the cross member box here is fine. And then the rear slinger bracket is fine too. And as I say, I gave this a really good going over, so anywhere it was too thin I've just cut out. I think that's probably just, I can get away with that, or I say get away with it. I think much more than that, and I'd have to replace a hole in a sill. But you'll see when I come to welding it, this will be seam welded and it will be butt welded, so there'll be no join there once the weld's ground back. And it will be just as strong as it was originally. This is just looking inside the car now. So interestingly, you couldn't see any rust on the inside in these bits. They looked fine, but obviously the rust from the outside in. So I'm reasonably pleased with that. Still a lot to do yet. Probably the most difficult bit at the moment is I've got to open up this lip here, take the final bit of the sill out, which is this bit here, and it's spot welded onto the lip. This bit here is actually in really good condition. So yeah, if we look at that inner doorstep, that's really good condition actually. It's unusual to see them that good. But what that means, I can see the top of the spot welds, that's not too bad. I'm going to have to unpick all those spot welds from underneath and carefully chisel that off without distorting this panel here. One thing did worry me with cutting big holes out the inner sill is you don't want to cut too much out because you probably need to brace it then. But I think I've left enough strength in there. Maybe if I cut this one all the way across, I'd be a little bit more worried. But that should be fine. Like I say, lip off next, and then it start putting this side back together. So it's a good day's work. That's the big pile of rust there. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this week, guys. Just to let you know, lots of exciting stuff coming up. So if you don't subscribe, I would consider subscribing. And we've got a giveaway coming up soon, and I just need to film it. So thanks for watching this week. Have a great week, guys. Cheers.